Hey everyone, welcome back to Living in Scottsdale. And buckle up, because today's episode might just melt your face off faster than a July patio. Today we're diving into the future of Scottsdale real estate in 2026. And spoiler alert, everything you think you know about this market is about to get flipped upside down. Because here's the truth, the Scottsdale real estate market isn't cooling, it's evolving. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for a crash, or if you're wondering whether you should buy, sell, or build, this video will save you from making a six-figure mistake. Before we dive in, make sure to like and subscribe to get the lowdown on all things Scottsdale, and so you never miss a video for any real estate needs or questions. Don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. I want to be your agent of choice in Scottsdale. Let's get into it. Everyone's got a prediction, right? You've got your uncle saying, it's a bubble. Your barber says, wait till the election. And your neighbor with the lifted F-150 swears rates are about to drop to 3% again. Meanwhile, Zillow thinks your house is worth 3 different amounts depending on which day you check. But here's what's actually happening. Scottsdale isn't following the national script. It's writing its own. As always, there are contradictions everywhere. Right now, the headlines say inventory is up, sales are down, prices are flat. And yet, you list a clean remodeled home in McCormack Ranch or DC Ranch and it's gone in 48 hours with multiple offers. How? Because this city plays by different rules. Scottsdale is this weird unicorn market where retirees, Californians, tech founders, and investors all want the same thing: sunshine and security. It's not just about the house, it's about the lifestyle that comes with it. You can't reproduce that anywhere else. The question everyone's asking is, so what happens next? Will 2026 bring price drops, bidding wars, or both in the same week? Here's my prediction. The future of Scottsdale real estate will look more extreme in both ways. We'll see the best homes sell faster and for record prices, and the mediocre ones sit there collecting dust like your used Peloton. It's not a simple up or down market. It's a market of separation, winners and losers, upgraded and outdated, priced right and priced out. That's what we're heading into. Let's rewind for a second. The pandemic years turned Scottsdale into a real estate celebrity. Between 2020 and 2022, prices exploded 50+%. Then interest rates jumped. And for the first time in years, buyers blinked. 2023 and 2024, we saw inventory crawl back up, sellers test reality, and a few buyers whisper, maybe we wait. But here's the kicker. Scottsdale didn't crash. It plateaued for about 10 minutes. Then it started creeping again. By 2025, demand returned. Not the frenzied, foam-at-the-mouth demand of 2021, but smarter, targeted, lifestyle-driven demand. People buying for long-term use, not short-term gain. That's the foundation for what's coming in 2026. The first shift, the rise of lifestyle-led buyers. In 2026, buyers aren't chasing square footage. They're chasing experience. They want turnkey, low-maintenance, smart home living. They're looking for outdoor kitchens, glass sliders, and pools that double as Instagram backdrops. They don't want to spend weekends remodeling, unless it's the margarita station. And that means neighborhoods like McCormack Ranch, Gainey, and Kierland, where you can walk, dine, golf, and live within a few blocks, are gonna stay on fire. Meanwhile, those older South Scottsdale homes that haven't been touched since 1974, they'll either get renovated or replaced. No middle ground. If you're still with us, I'm Charlie O'Malley, your friendly neighborhood real estate whisperer and your Sherpa to all things Arizona. I moved here 40 years ago to escape Chicago's winters, and I never looked back. I've been helping people, just like you, buy and sell homes here for the last 20 years, and I love it. You have the questions, I have the answers. All of my contact information is below, so whether you are making a move in 2 months or 2 years, I'm here to help. Shoot me a text, email, or give me a call, and I can be your local insider on finding the perfect place to call home. Now let's get back to our list. Shift number 2, the Great California Migration version 2.0. Remember when everyone said the California exodus was over? Not even close. 2026 is bringing a second wave, but this time it's not a pandemic panic. It's financial clarity. People finally realized, wait, I can sell my $2.5 million 2-bedroom in Orange County and buy a full-on Scottsdale compound with a pool, casita, and 3 palm trees for half that? And they're doing just that. Especially remote workers, semi-retirees, and business owners escaping corporate tax nightmares. Scottsdale is a new hybrid headquarters for people who don't want to live in chaos. Shift number 3, inventory's illusion. On paper, inventory's up, but not really. We're seeing more listings, sure, but most of them are overpriced, under-updated, or in the wrong location. True move-in ready homes in desirable pockets are still scarce. And as more buyers return in 2026, especially those relocating from out of state, the gap between available and desirable will widen. That's what creates price resilience even when sales volume softens. So yes, technically inventory is growing, but the good stuff is still in short supply. Shift number 4, the Airbnb reckoning. Here's a spicy one. The short-term rental market is getting squeezed. Regulations, saturation, and rising operating costs are forcing a lot of amateur investors out. You'll see a flood of listings from people who thought renting out their Old Town condo would pay for itself. Spoiler, it won't anymore. That's going to create opportunities for buyers who want those units as primary residences, or for savvy investors who actually know what they're doing. But for the average host, 2026 is the year reality sets in. Shift number 5, Scottsdale goes vertical. We're entering the condo boom era. Kierland, Old Town, and North Scottsdale are sprouting mid-rises faster than agaves in monsoon season. Developers are betting big on luxury lock-and-leave living. And honestly, they're right too. A lot of downsizers, snowbirds, and digital nomads want Scottsdale life without Scottsdale lawn maintenance. They're okay with $800 HOAs if it means security, views, and a rooftop pool. These new builds will reshape the skyline and the demographics. You'll see more professionals under 40 buying luxury condos, while traditional families keep heading north for bigger lots. Shift number 6, rates will flirt, but not commit. Everybody wants a prediction on mortgage rates. So here it is. They'll bounce around like your crypto portfolio. We're not going back to 3% anytime soon, but will likely hover in the 5s and 6s, and that might be the new normal. Once buyers accept that, demand will stabilize. By mid-2026, people will stop waiting for the perfect rate and start chasing the perfect home again. And that's when momentum picks up fast. All right, that's the foundation. In our next segment, we're going to talk about where the biggest opportunities and dangers actually lie. We'll break down the neighborhoods that'll boom, the ones that'll stall, and the hidden value pockets nobody's talking about yet. Because the real estate game in 2026 isn't about who guesses the market. It's about who understands the psychology behind it. Now that we've covered the big shifts, let's zoom into where the action's going to happen. Because here's the secret. In 2026, Scottsdale's real estate market isn't one big market. It's multiple micro markets fighting for dominance. And depending on where you buy or sell, you're either riding a rocket or stuck in the runway lights. Our first stop, South Scottsdale, the OG that refuses to quit. For years, it's been the next up-and-coming area. And guess what? It finally arrived. Old Town, Highview, Trail West. They've gone from ranch retro to HGTV ready in a decade. The bones are good, the locations are prime, and as new zoning policies expand density around Old Town, we're going to see an explosion of mixed use and small lot development. Think modern townhomes with rooftop patios and mid-rise condos for remote professionals. And the wild card? Investors who pivot from Airbnb to medium-term rentals for travel nurses and digital nomads. 2026 is when the line between rental and residence blurs here. The winners? Remodeled mid-century ranch homes and new lock-and-leave townhomes. Losers? Original 1950 homes with old plumbing and popcorn ceilings that haven't been touched since the Clinton era. Number 2, Central Scottsdale, the steady Eddie. If you want consistency and liquidity, Central Scottsdale is still your best bet. McCormack Ranch, Gainey Ranch, and Scottsdale Ranch are the poster children for timeless value. They're not flashy, they're functional. And in a market that's about to get more selective, that matters. Families love the greenbelts. Golfers love the courses, and downsizers love the accessibility. Inventory here stays tight because people don't leave once they get in. The 2026 trend to watch? Remodeled turnkey homes with modern layouts and energy-efficient upgrades will command a serious premium. Solar and smart tech aren't nice-to-haves anymore. They're deal makers. Oh, and those older homes with tiny kitchens and choppy floor plans? They'll need creative buyers or a bulldozer. Number 3, North Scottsdale, luxury reloaded. North Scottsdale is about to enter its next phase. Ultra luxury meets eco-conscious. Troon, DC Ranch, Silverleaf, you already know the names. But the difference in 2026 is how they evolve. Buyers with $5 to $10 million budgets aren't just buying status anymore. They're buying sanctuary. They want sustainability and self-sufficiency. Solar microgrids, smart irrigation, indoor-outdoor design that feels like a resort but runs like a Tesla. Developers are taking notes. We're seeing a rise in modern architecture with desert adaptive design, net zero homes, and even private well systems. Silverleaf will stay the king of the hill, but expect DC Ranch and True North to close the gap as inventory tightens and luxury buyers look for new builds that aren't $15 million. Here's your forecast. New customs with killer views won't sit longer than 2 weeks. But older Mediterranean-style homes that still look like 2006, they'll need a facelift to compete with the sleek modern set. Number 4, the Air Park and Kierland corridor. vertical momentum. This area is the heart of Scottsdale's commercial engine, and it's shifting into high gear. The Scottsdale Air Park has become the Valley's premier hub for private aviation and tech startups. Add Kierland and Scottsdale Quarter next door, and you get the closest thing Arizona has to an urban core. 2026 is the year this zone officially goes vertical. Developers are rolling out mixed-use luxury towers with retail below and condos above. You'll see names like Optima and Portico continue to push architectural boundaries. The buyer profile here? Tech founders, empty nesters, and jet setters who want to walk to dinner without sacrificing style. The downside? Traffic and airport noise in certain pockets. The upside? Rent growth and appreciation for the next decade look very good. Pro move, buying the edge of the core, where you can walk to it all, but still sleep without a Gulfstream alarm clock. Number 5, outer edges and infill opportunities. Finally, let's talk about what's really going to shock people, the rise of infill projects. Inside the 101 loop, there are only so many empty lots left. Developers are sniffing around old motels, abandoned strip centers, and small commercial pads looking for rezones. 2026 is going to be the year of the mini redevelopment. Expect more pocket communities with 4 to 10 luxury homes tucked into formerly underused spaces. If you see construction fences pop up where there used to be car wash, that's why. These projects will fill the gap between condo living and traditional suburban life. Perfect for buyers who want new construction but hate commuting from the fringe. And for builders, it's gold. Smaller projects mean faster turns, less exposure, and hungry buyer. Now the traps, where buyers get burned. Let's talk danger zones, because even in a hot market, you can lose your shirt if you're not careful. The first one, over-improved homes. Dumping $400,000 into a remodel on a $900,000 block still will not get you $1.5 million. Know your comps, know your neighborhood. Talk to your agent. Number 2, speculative short-term rentals. The days of buying a random townhome and making bank on Airbnb are gone. If it doesn't cash flow on a 12-month rental, it's not a safe bet anymore. Number 3, unpermitted additions. 2026 is the year the city gets strict. Buyers are checking records, and unpermitted add-ons can kill a deal faster than a bad appraisal. Number 4, outdated luxury. Marble columns, heavy Tuscan finishes, and brown-on-brown kitchens are out. Modern desert aesthetic is in. Light, airy, organic, minimal. The wild cards, big forces to watch. Number 1, corporate relocations. Phoenix's tech and healthcare corridors are drawing big employers. Every time one lands, Scottsdale gets a halo effect from executives and relocating talent. Number 2, infrastructure improvements. The Pima Road expansion and transport investments in the air park will make north-south commuting smoother, a quiet boost for values. Number 3, waste management. Elephant in the desert, but it's being addressed. Scottsdale's reclaimed water systems and sustainability policies are already miles ahead of neighboring cities. Expect more innovation in 2026 that keeps development on track. Number 4, political and tax stability. Arizona remains a business-friendly state, and that alone keeps migration flowing from California, Washington, and Illinois. Bottom line, 2026 will be a market of specialists, not generalists. Those who understand their neighborhood, micro trends, will win. Those waiting for a universal crash will miss the window. The smart money will go where the lifestyle, location, and livability intersect. In our next segment, we'll tie it all together. Predictions for pricing, investment returns, and how to actually play offense in this market without gambling your future. Because 2026 won't reward the lucky, it'll reward the prepared. Now that we've mapped the shifts and hotspots, it's time to answer the question everyone's whispering. So what actually happens next? Will prices jump again? Will investors flood back in? Or does 2026 finally bring the cool off everybody's been predicting since 2019? Let's cut through the noise. Here's my no BS take on what 2026 really looks like for Scottsdale real estate. Prediction number 1, prices will stabilize, then climb, but quietly. The days of 20% annual growth are gone, and thank God for that. That wasn't a market. That was a fever dream fueled by stimulus checks and FOMO. In 2026, expect a slower, healthier appreciation curve, around 4 to 6% for most neighborhoods, and as high as 8 to 10% for pockets that are new, walkable, or renovation ready. Why? Simple supply math. Even with rising inventory, demand still crushes it. Builders can't create enough product inside the 101 loop, and buyers with cash aren't waiting around for rates to drop. And remember, Scottsdale's a destination market, not a commuter market. People move here for lifestyle, not jobs alone. That anchors pricing against the national swings. Prediction number 2, the new construction gap. We're about to see a weird split in new construction. Luxury custom homes in North Scottsdale will stay high in demand, especially those under $4 million that nail modern design and energy efficiency. But mid-tier builders inside the loops will struggle with land costs, water permits, and city approvals. Expect more delays and smaller projects. Think boutique clusters of 6 to 12 homes instead of massive subdivisions. Translation: 2026 new build inventory will look great on Instagram, but limited in real life. If you want a new home with modern finishes and location, move fast or bring a builder friend. Prediction number 3, mortgage rates settle into normal. Rates will hover between 5.25% and 6.25%. That's not a crash scenario, that's a historic average. By summer 2026, buyers will stop waiting for 3% again and start accepting that 5 is the new 3. The psychology shift alone will unlock thousands of transactions that have been frozen for 2 years. Sellers who price realistically and update strategically will win. Those clinging to 2022, Zillow dreams, enjoy those crickets. Prediction number 4, the polished premium takes over. In 2026, buyers will pay top dollar for turnkey homes that photograph well and show like a model. Light, bright, and modern sells. Dark, dated, and Tuscan does not. A $40,000 cosmetic upgrade could add $100,000 to your sale price. That's how powerful perception is in this market. If your house looks like it still believes in blockbuster late fees, it's time to paint, stage, and polish. Prediction number 5, smarter buyers, sharper agents. By 2026, every buyer has a YouTube education and a Zillow PhD. They know the comps, the schools, and the tax rates before you even show up. That's why local expertise matters more than ever. Generic agents get out-researched. Scottsdale specialists win. It's no longer about being first to the listing. It's about knowing which street to avoid because the trash truck comes at 4 a.m. Buyers want insider intel. And if you're that resource, you'll thrive. Prediction number 6, investors return, but different ones. The Airbnb Gold Rush crowd, mostly gone. The next wave of investors will be longer term, more data driven, and focused on steady cash flow. They're not buying party pads. They're buying quality homes in high demand school zones or for executive rentals. Expect build-to-rent projects to pop up along the 101 corridor and infill lots near Old Town. They'll offer new homes with amenities, but without the ownership headaches. Perfect for transplant trying before they buy. Prediction number 7, the desert sustainability era. Water restrictions and sustainability are no longer buzzwords. They're valuation factors. By 2026, expect buyers to ask, what's the water score? The same way they ask about schools or HOA fees. Homes with xeriscaping, smart irrigation, and solar credits will sell faster and appraise higher. Luxury builders are already branding around sustainability because in Scottsdale, green sells gold. Prediction number 8, the psychology of 2026 buying. Here's what nobody talks about. 2026 buyers aren't just purchasing real estate. They're purchasing control. They want certainty in a world that feels chaotic. They want to own something real, something tangible, something the Fed can't print more of. That's why Scottsdale real estate, with its sunshine, stability, and status symbol appeal, keeps winning hearts and wallets. Your 2026 playbook. Let's turn this from predictions into action, because reading the trends is fun, but winning with them, that's the goal. If you're a buyer, stop waiting for a crash. It's not coming. Prices may pause, but inventory won't flood. Each year you wait is another year you pay someone else's mortgage. Focus on lifestyle, not discounts. Find the neighborhood that fits how you actually live. Morning coffee, schools, commute, nightlife, your daily joy matters more than your interest rate. Get creative on financing. Temporary rate buy-downs and seller credits are back. Smart lenders can shave points without gimmicks. Renovate strategically. If you can't find turnkey, buy the ugly duck in a great location and update the surface. You'll build instant equity. If you're a seller, stage like it matters, because it does. The first showing is online. Bad lighting kills deals faster than bad carpet. Don't overprice out of pride. If you're not getting showings in the first 10 days, you're not unique. You're just overpriced. Highlight energy efficiency and upgrades. Modern buyers notice. List your solar, smart home tech, and low utilities. Be flexible on terms. Rate buy-downs, closing cost credits, or quick closings can move your property while competitors sit. If you're an investor, shift from short-term to mid-term. Healthcare, tech, and remote work tenants need furnished stays for 90 to 180 days. That's the new sweet spot. Buy near employment nodes. Air Park, Old Town, and South Tempe edges are gold for steady rental demand. Look for fixers with modern footprints. Open floor plans from the 80s and 90s remodel easily and cash flow fast. Hold your winners. Scottsdale real estate isn't Vegas. You don't flip it for fun. You hold it for wealth. Here's what it boils down to. 2026 won't reward panic or paralysis. It'll reward preparation and perspective. If you buy a home you love that you can comfortably afford in a neighborhood that fits your life, you win, no matter what the Fed does. And if you sell with honest pricing and smart presentation, you win too. That's the beauty of Scottsdale real estate. It's not just an investment, it's a lifestyle asset. So here's my bold prediction. By the end of 2026, Scottsdale will officially cement its status as the Beverly Hills of the desert. Luxury will keep rising, mid-tier will tighten, and the people who waited for a crash will still be waiting while paying higher rents. The smart ones, the prepared, the informed, the decisive, they'll own the best years of this decade. And if you've stuck around this long, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me what you think Scottsdale is heading to next. And if you're ready to talk strategy, whether you're buying, selling, or investing, reach out. Text me, call me, email me, whatever's easiest. Because the future of Scottsdale real estate is already in motion. The only question left is, are you going to watch it happen or be part of it? So there you have it, the future of Scottsdale real estate. As always, thank you for watching Living in Scottsdale. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you disagree with me, let me know why in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.